As we got action here for you. We apologize for the little technical issue, but we'll catch you back up on what you missed. So Kenny Lavrich got on an error by the first baseman Matt Rinaldo, which led to an immediate flurry of hits. Daniel Luco singled around Kenny Lavrich, and Ryan Doherty just came around to score right now. So Luco hit a double, scoring Lavrich. Doherty hit a single, scoring Luco. And Noah Ross grounded out, moving Doherty to third. Then Zach Street, which you just saw, hit a single to left field there, and led us to where we are right now. Give you another look at the gorgeous right side of Pullman Park. And that's going to catch the outside corner for strike two. Be high for ball three. Excuse me, 3-1 here. And that swung on and missed by Grable for strike two. That was strike three, so no throw from the catcher there after a 3-run sixth for the Mustangs. The score, Meadville 3, Iron Bucks 1. You're watching live on NCTV45.
World in the County of Lawrence, NCTV45.
The Gathering Banquet Center, an event center located at 2552 Ben Franklin Highway, is the right place for your event. Many buffet dinner packages to choose from, and it makes any event special and elegant. Call 724-652-1149 and let Gatherings serve you.
Come dine with us, come dine today. If you could use some real good food, there's a place not far away. If you could use a drink or two, or a place to go and play, come to Gallows Italian Villa today.
Welcome back. So we are back at you with bottom of the sixth action here. As sorry you guys didn't get to catch some of the action there, but we will have that for you tomorrow. Well, I should say today, as a little technical error, but it is what it is. So we will lead off here with the DH for the Iron Bucks, number 24, Pat Sinan. And he's going to look at a pitch outside from Gino Mora for ball one. Mora kicks and deals. That swung on by Sinan for strike one. Oh, looks like we have a pinch hitter here. I'm sorry I missed that. So Tyler Mack comes into DH for the Iron Bucks. And he swings a one, and hard out of play. So for those keeping score at home, Mac 22 for Sinan 24. That's going to be Mac's first at bat of the evening, but he falls down early, 1-2. That pitch missed high, evens it up at 2-2. So we got 2-2 for number 22. Of course, Crehan on deck for the Iron Bucks, and Clement follows him. Nice at bat here from Sinan as he fouls another one off. And we'll do it again at 2-2. That pitch swung on to center, and that's going to drop for base hit. So we'll give you another look at the contact there made by Tyler Mack, as he got the job done there with the single. And we're going to bring you back live. See Brett Crehan bat now for the Iron Bucks. Crehan looks at strike one as that catches the outside part of the plate. That is high for ball one. So with that Max single, we have 5 hits on the board for the Iron Bucks. Oh, that. High outside. Oh, I'm sorry. Mac did not reach first there. So it's either Mac.
Yeah,
Must
3-4-1-1-4-1.
So still 4 hits for the Iron Bucks, excuse me. And that's going to miss high for 3-1. So if you're keeping score at home, that was not a single. Oh, Crehan up in the count, 3-1 on Mara. Crehan singles, hits it over to third and thrown over to first for the second out of the inning. So Crehan, we'll give you another look at Crehan's ground ball to the third baseman for the Mustangs, Brandon Butler, as he threw it over to first. So we'll bring it back live here for Maddox Clement's at bat. He's over 2 on the evening with a fly out and a ground out. And he swings at the first pitch there and misses for strike one. Mara kicks and deals. That swung on, hits off the mound, played it short, and throw goes wild. So Kenny Laverich fielded that ball off the turf very nicely, but he couldn't complete the play and throws it a little wide.
Second hit where the mound played.
Yeah, it's the mound playing a little bit of a factor so far. I'm guessing that mound isn't artificial, it's brought in. So you're seeing some big bounces off it. We'll give Maddox Clement a single on that one in my book. I think you may have beaten that out even without the throw. So Alex going to bring up Alex Colwell, the right fielder for the Iron Bucks, who's walked and struck out so far. And he looks at ball one. That pitch not in there for a strike. Looked good though. Nice pitch from Mara. Just couldn't get the call there. Oh, Mara takes a look over at Clement at first and grooves one in there for the first strike. 2-1 now, with 2 down in the bottom of the 6th. The game that's flying by so far. That high for ball 3. So Colwell heading the count 3-1 now. Maddox Clement on first.
Playing way off the line in right field and left field.
Colwell swings and misses there at that one. So, as stated by my colleague, if a hard ground ball down either side, could be trouble for both teams. The third and first base side excuse me, and that ball we've seen will go in the outfield, so hard hit could be trouble for both teams. Wow. Colwell gets rung up on strikes. He looked like he was making his way down to first, but Gino Mars sneaks that one in on the inside corner for strike 3. So we've played 6 with your score, Meadville 3, Iron Bucks 1. You're watching live on NCTV45. I'm out.
Today's program is brought to you by NCTV45 and NC Radio 450, Newcastle's community television station.
The Cedars Restaurant in Newcastle wants you to indulge in the food from their pleasing menu. The Cedars features Mediterranean, pub food, Middle Eastern cuisine, and so much more. They're open every day, 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. Call the Cedars on the east side at 827 Addis Street, Newcastle. 724-658-9543. That's 724-658-9543.
Coming back at you with 7th inning action here is we will keep it here after this half inning. Show you the 7th inning stretch.
They're going to have a barbecue night here.
Oh, are they?
Yeah.
What night's that? Is that a Blue Sox or an Iron Bucks game?
I think it's first part of July.
Before or after the 4th? Do we know?
Before.
Okay, before the 4th. So, I mean, we got 2 teams who play here, so.
Yeah, Angela's looking for barbecue now.
I'm not surprised. And that's going to bring up the third baseman, Brandon Butler, and he squares around a bunt, pulls back. So Marula still on the bump for the Iron Bucks after a 3-run 6th for Meadville, and both pitchers have pitched very well. One's gotten help, and one really hasn't. That's been the difference in this game. Marula misses high and inside there for ball 2.
Third baseman was crashing early on that bunt attempt.
Right. Well, another thing too, I mean, on the turf, even a bunt will go. You know what I mean? If it's thrown hard enough to home plate, and more than and that was a fastball on the pitch he pulled back on, the bunt will get to the third baseman.
Yeah.
That ball swung on hard and over the head of Chase Morrison, and Butler was thinking about third there. We'll give you another quick look at that. And Brandon Butler smokes that ball into deep left field. If it weren't about 375 over there, that was getting over. That probably would have went out at PJ Flaherty. But nonetheless, a double for Brandon Butler to lead off the top of the 7th. And looks like this could be it for Marula. And it is. So we are going to take a quick break, and we'll be right back with our Bucks action. I need to.
Chuck Tanner would be proud of the restaurant that bears his name. Chuck Tanner's Restaurant, owned and operated by the Papazikas family, would love for you to be part of a Newcastle tradition. Come enjoy the great breakfast, super lunch, and second-to-none dinner choices from their Italian, Mediterranean, and American cuisine. You can relax with a wonderful atmosphere and something from the bar. If you're planning an event, ask about their banquet facility. Tanner's Restaurant is located at 2305 Wilmington Road in Neshannock Township. Call 724-658-5900.
Warming up to pitch for the Iron Bucks after the leadoff double there from Brandon Butler. He's slated to face Brady Lane, John Sharp, and Carson Wibble. So we'll give you a quick look here at the right side. Again, I can't stress enough how beautiful view that is. I mean, you got the trees, and in the left side, the American flag, scoreboard nice there. Yeah, absolutely nice hill. Of course, Pullman Park right by Butler High School, an old rival of Newcastle. Well, rivalry may have been revived this year as Canes and Tornadoes faced off in 6A basketball. Yep. But we will head back here to home plate, where we got Brady Lane, the first baseman, who's 0 for 1 tonight with a walk and a ground out, here to get Ryan Gallagher started on his evening. That hits Brady Lane, and Lane walks for the second time tonight. I believe that's his second time being hit.
Yeah.
So he walks. Gallagher not off to a hot start, as he already walks Brady Lane, and that's going to bring up John Sharp. Sharp squares around a bunt. Did he hit that? No, he pulls back. So it looked as if, yeah, he pulls back and wild pitch. So Sharp now in an ideal spot. Second and third, one ball, nobody out.
Infield comes in.
Yes, infield in, try and keep that run from scoring. So they're going to try and keep Brandon Butler at third from coming home. But Sharp, anything high in the outfield will get the job done. Gallagher, 4 balls in a row to start his evening, and he falls behind Sharp 3-0. Sharp's going to square around a butt, but he's more than likely, yeah, he's going to come back there. He's going to take a strike. Smart move by Sharp just to get the infield moving a little bit. Maybe have some thinking here. And umpire makes a signal there, I didn't realize. But 3-1 now. Gallagher, the sidearm delivery, and that's going to be swung on a foul back by Sharp. So you got a full count now. Hard ground ball with the infield in, probably won't get the job done with no hesitation and no bobble. So Sharp has to be thinking in the air.
Center field's in, but right field's playing back. Foul back.
Well, we meant in the air, but in play in the air, and that's fouled off to the left side by the parking lot there. We'll do it again at 3-2. So center is, yeah, center's in. Well, center may look into because it's deeper. Sharp hits it hard to the third baseman, Alex Colwell, but Colwell snags it for out one. So a line out there for John Sharp, and that's not really what the doctor ordered. We'll give you another look at that line out from Sharp. It looks like he catches the end of the bat. Colwell snags it for the first out of the 7th inning. Bring you back here to action as Carson Whipple fouls one off, and that hit Lenny Pacini, and we hope he's okay, as he's just trying to walk it off now. Pacini's okay. Looked like he took one off the mask there. Hit his thigh. That's the unprotected area for a catcher. A lone unprotected area, I should say. Has Whipple fouled one off the thigh of Pacini, but he's okay, and he's in his stance. And Gallagher deals a nice curveball in there for strike 2. Ryan Gallagher, after 4 straight balls, he's come back with 5 straight strikes. Gallagher misses there low and outside for ball 1.
Left and right back, center's in.
I don't know if center's in, more than the fact that it's just deeper there. Well, maybe. Center's in a few notches. And swung on there, and Whipple gets the job done. Whipple's going to score 2 on his single there. He's going to bring home Brandon Butler and Brady Lane. We'll give you another look at that 2-run single from Carson Whipple, extending the lead to 5-1. That's going to bring the top of the order back up for the Meadville Mustangs and Kenny Lavrich. Meadville now takes a 5-1 lead, and Lavrich looks at strike one. Of course, none of those runs, well, actually, I take that back. One of those runs were earned to Ryan Gallagher, but the other will be earned to Nick Marula, the starter for the Iron Bucks. So, Kenny Lavrich now up after looking at strike one. He's 1 for 3 on the evening with a single, an error, and a line out.
5, 6, and 1 for Meadville. 5 runs, 6 hits, and an error.
Yep, so
5 and 1 for Butler.
Meadville has done a good job cashing in their singles and extra base hits, getting guys on and bringing them around the score. Lavrich has also scored a run this evening, and so will the two guys after him. Daniel Luco and Ryan Doherty also have. Here's the pitch there. That's fouled off out of play for Lavrich, so he falls down 0-2. Give you a quick look at the right side again of Pullman Park. I can't stress enough how beautiful it is. And I'm sure you could see that from home. And we'll bring it back to home plate. Well, would have been the perfect time to stay over there on the right side as a pickoff, but can't get that lucky, I guess, as Carson Wibble gets back in time. That pitch looked at there by Lavrich, low inside and low for ball one of the at-bat. So 1-2 with one out. Wibble at first, after his 2-run single. And that swung on and fouled off near the Iron Bucks bullpen. And we'll do it again at 1-2. Gallagher kicks and deals, and he gets some nice pitch there. We'll give you another look at that. What an off-speed pitch there from Ryan Gallagher, and a whiff there by Kenny Lavrich. Just a nice sweeping curve action, and you'll see it right here. Just doesn't really catch any part of the plate, but he gets the strikeout on the swing. So that'll bring up Daniel Luco, who doubled his last time up. He's 2 for 3 tonight. He also has an RBI, and that's going to be outside for ball one. Luco looks at that one again outside for ball two. So brings the count to 2-0 with 2 outs in the top of the 7th. Of course, you were watching live on NCTV45 this week in Rust Belt and Tri-State League Baseball's Game of the Week. Pacini going to give this foul ball chase, and that may have landed on top of us. So pretty close. Little Ange went after that one, but tripped on his shoes. Couldn't come up with it. He had barbecue in his hand, so he might have not. But Luco ready for the 4th pitch of the at-bat. Gallagher pumps that one in there for a strike, so that's going to even it up at 2-2. We got trip twos, 2 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Someone play that number for me. And that's going to be outside by Gallagher. Nice block there, though, from Pacini, who kept Carson Wibble at first.
Goalie right now.
Yeah, absolutely. Not letting it be in a brick wall. Not letting anything by him. Nice pitch there from Gallagher. He gets Luco looking on the inside part on an off-speed pitch. We'll give you another look at that before we head to a quick break. So we played 6.5 with your score. Mustangs 5, Iron Bucks 1. You're watching live on NCTV45.
In Newcastle wants you to indulge in the food from their pleasing menu. The Cedars features Mediterranean, pub food, Middle Eastern cuisine, and so much more. They're open every day, 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. Call the Cedars on the east side at 827 Addis Street, Newcastle. 724-658-9543. That's 724-658-9543.
It's the sauce. It's the cheese. It's the ingredients. It's the crunch. It's Chubby's Pizza. Let's pizza again, like we did way back when.
They use Augustine's ingredients.
If you're craving hot dogs and more, and you're in the area, then look no farther than Coney Island. Hi, pizza friends. You can still find delicious Augustine's Pizza at your local supermarket. The folks at Augustine.
Gino Mora stays on the bump for the Meadville Mustangs. He's thrown a great game so far, and he's due up to face the 4, 5, and 6 hitters for the Butler Iron Bucks: Brady Gavrula, Lenny Piscini, and Gino Scott. First pitch there to Gavrula is called a strike. Gavrula's 0 for 2 tonight with a ground out to the shortstop and an inning-ending double play to Brandon Butler. That ball high and outside for ball 1. Count evened up at 1-1. Of course, here at Michelle Krill Field at the historical Pullman Park, that ball high in the air. We'll give you another look into center field and camped under there by Doherty and brought in for the first out of the inning. It's going to bring up our catcher, Lenny Piscini, who is 0 for 2 on the night with a flyout and a ground out. Kicks and deals there from Mara. Ball 1. Mara's pitch count, although we don't have a number, is pretty low. I think he could finish this game out if he keeps this pace. As Piscini looks at that one on the inside part of the plate for a strike. I mean, he's only 8 outs away, and I don't think we have any action over there for Meadville in the bullpen. So they might be planning on Mara going all the way. Of course, pitch was inside for ball 2. We got action in the Meadville bullpen as that one comes up by us here again for strike 2. So, we got 2-2 with 1 out here in the bottom of the 7th for Lenny Piscini. Piscini strikes one out to left field for a base hit. And that's the first hit of the 7th so far for the Iron Bucks. We'll give you another look at Piscini's single as we wait for Gino Scott to come to the plate. And that one was roped into left field and corralled by Carson Wibble. So, Gino Scott 0 for 2 on the night with 2 flyouts. He's going to duck out of the way as it almost gets him in the foot for ball 1. That pitch swung on and hit to third. Butler fields it on, throws it to second, and throws it to first for the double play. So we're going to give you another look at that double play completed by Brandon Butler. And Gino Scott hits the inning-ending double play, the second of the night for the Iron Bucks. So we've played 7 at Pullman Park with your score: Iron Bucks 1, Meadville Mustangs 5. You're watching live on NCTV45.
But their pizza is always your first choice for any and all occasions. Hi, pizza friends. You can still find delicious Augustine's Pizza at your local supermarket. The folks at Augustine's Pizza hope that their pizza is always your first choice for any and all occasions.
Easy Clean Car and Van Wash, where your clean wash is our goal.
You're watching NCTV45, leading Penn, Ohio.
Entrusting your loved one to a funeral director is a very personal and emotional decision. The funeral director you choose must understand the importance of the decision you have made. When you call the William and Roger DeCarbo Funeral Home, I recognize what a privilege it is to be chosen at your time of need. We will provide you and your family with the best service possible, with sincerity.
Ryan Gallagher ready to start his second inning of work. He's due up to face center fielder Ryan Doherty, DH Noah Ross, and catcher Zach Streetiff, the 3, 4, and 5 hitters for the Meadville Mustangs. Of course, Meadville, after 5 scoreless innings by pitcher Nick Marola for the Iron Bucks, get to Marola in the top of the 6th and score 2 more in the top of the 7th off Marola and Ryan Gallagher. So Doherty looks at 2 pitches, both balls. Count will be 2-0. That pitch catches the outside part of the plate for a strike. That pitch outside for ball 3. So 3-1 now. Doherty is set. Gallagher set too. And that's outside for ball 4. So Doherty gets on a walk. That's his 3rd time on base tonight. He's 2 for 3 with 2 singles and a walk and a run scored. That's going to bring up the DH now, Noah Ross, who's 0 for 3 on the evening. Takes off for a second, does Doherty, and he slides in there safely. So we got a ball on the pitch. Throw down there by Lenny Piscini was not in time, and Doherty steals second. Now runner in scoring position with nobody out for Noah Ross. Ross swings on, hits that one high and out of play. And Ryan Gallagher steps off there, excuse me. That swung on and fouled out of play there by Ross. Count goes to 1-2 now. And Gallagher kicks and deals, misses low and outside. Nice block there from Piscini. Keeps Doherty from heading to third. And count goes to 2-2 with nobody out in the top of the 8th. That swung on, hit high in the shallow right field. That's going to be corralled by the right fielder there, Brady Gavril, for out 1 of the evening. We'll give you another look at that. High fly ball out, as that's going to retire Noah Ross. Bring it back live here to home plate as Zach Streetiff is at the plate, the catcher. And Doherty heads to third, and nobody lets Pacini know, and Doherty steals another bag. His second so far since he's taken first. And Streetiff looks at that one for a strike, so the count goes to 0-1. Streetiff hits a hard liner out the right. That's going to be caught. Doherty heads for the plate. Well, he's going to get there in time. He's out. Nice throw there from Brady Gavrula. We'll give you another look at that play. As that ball was lined hard to right, you'll take a look at Gavrula's catch, and you'll see Pacini put the tag on just in time to catch Brady Doherty trying to steal home. So Streetiff's line out the right will end the inning. We go into the bottom of the 8th with Mustangs leading 5-1. You're watching live on NCTV45.
Hello and welcome to Lindy's Lunch. Yes, whether it's their great breakfast or, just like it says, lunch, it's great anytime. Try their breakfast and you'll be satisfied. A pierogi cheeseburger, an Italian Joe, and smothered hoagies, all. And don't forget the French fries with chili. Yes, it's Lindy's Lunch. For the best, stop by. Give us a call. Big Daddy 316 Transport. For a ride to work, that's fine. Groceries and essentials pickups, we do them. We all benefit. Seniors, city, state, stores, employers, and yes, employees. Why get there tired when you can get there alive and energized? Yes, no tricky traffic patterns. We can haul up to 5 passengers, 24-hour notice required, $5 per
Chuck Tanner would be proud of the restaurant that bears his name. Chuck Tanner's Restaurant, owned and operated by the Papazikas family, would love for you to be part of a Newcastle tradition. Come enjoy the great breakfast, super lunch, and second-to-none dinner choices from their Italian, Mediterranean, and American cuisine. You can relax with a wonderful atmosphere and something from the bar. If you're planning an event, ask about their banquet facility. Tanner's Restaurant is located at 2305 Wilmington Road in Neshannock Township. Call 724-658-5900.
AWPQC. Callers stop in to BSB. Big Shot Bob's will be your favorite place, just like me.
Well, folks, we are back as I get to do the late innings, relief pitcher, if you would. Called strike. 5-1 if you just joined us. The Butler Iron Bucks with 6 hits and an error, but they were only able to push 1 run across as Meadville pushed across 5 with the 6 hits and 1 error. So as we are in the bottom of the 8th, two balls and a strike. Glad you could be along on NCTV45's Game of the Week as we bring you Rust Belt Baseball. And this live from Pullman Park. Called strike. Moves the count to full. Appeal down to first base, and he's going to walk him down. Matt Romano coming up as Chase Morrison draws a walk. Hits the outside corner, strike 1. Runner on first with the walk to Morrison. That's a ball. Josh must have found that barbecue that Ange put him on to.
I just wanted to take a look.
Two balls, one strike, no outs. Fouled back. If you were watching last week, the Iron Bucks of Butler looked invincible. Swing and a miss. And tonight they've had problems at the plate. There's one out. Outside, ball one. Inside, ball two. Meadville looking for a double play here, get out of this inning. Called strike. 2 balls and a strike. Swing and a miss. 2-2. And that's going to sit him down. 2 outs. As coming to bat, Tyler Mack. Ball goes high.
Back up for one in the evening with a line out.
As if you didn't hear that, Josh, 0 for 1 with a line out. Called strike. 2 balls and a strike. 2 outs. Three and 1. Ball hit foul. Everybody will get back. We'll try it again. Ball hit sharply and on the first, and that retires the side as we head to the top of the inning, and it's 5-1 Meadville.
To indulge in the food from their pleasing menu. The Cedars features Mediterranean, pub food, Middle Eastern cuisine, and so much more. They're open every day, 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. Call the Cedars, on the east side at 827 Addis Street, Newcastle. 724-658-9543. That's 724-658-9543.
It's the sauce. It's the cheese. It's the ingredients. It's the crunch. It's Chubby's Pizza. Let's pizza again. Like we did way back when.
They use Augustine's ingredients.
If you're craving hot dogs and more, and you're in the area, then look no farther than Coney Island.
And you're invited. Come to Town and Country.
Top of the ninth for the Mustangs will be the second baseman, number 17, Cole Grable, who's 0 for 3 on the evening. Brandon Butler on the on-deck circle, and Brady Lane will follow. Both of those two have come around to score on the evening. Grable looking to join them. Grable going to look at that one inside for ball one. That's going to be outside for ball two. Outside, ball three. Grable hasn't seen anything good so far. Looks to get on for his first time tonight. And he has the green light, 3-0. Fouls it out of play. And he's going to swing on and hit that one over to second. Corralled there and thrown on to first by Gino Scott to Matt Ronaldo for the first out of the inning. We'll maybe give you another quick look at that replay right there. As Grable grounds out to Scott to begin the top of the ninth, excuse me. As of right now, could be our last inning. Unless we get 4 runs here from the Iron Bucks. That's going to bring up Brandon Butler for the Mustangs, as he so far is 1 for 3 tonight with a double, came around to score, and 2 groundouts to the shortstop.
It should be noted these are all college kids.
Yes, absolutely. Something we mentioned earlier. All these kids either committed or currently at a college or university and playing the sport. Little difference, though, from their normal collegiate conference leagues. Wooden bat. So, for the summer, they've been hitting with a wooden bat. In the fall and in the spring, they'll get to go back to their metal bats. Drop threes for everybody.
That changes the ball game a lot.
Oh, absolutely. It's an adjustment. As a 3-0 there, looked at by Brandon Butler, but called a strike. So Ryan Gallagher in his 3rd inning of work here. And he's going to miss outside for ball 4. So Butler reaches base for the second time tonight. That's going to bring up the first baseman, number 14, Brady Lane, who so far has 2 walks, come around to score, and has a ground out, so he's 0 for 1 on the evening. That ball swung on and hit to the shortstop. Throws it to second for 1. Throw on to first won't get him. So we'll give you another look at the little double play that failed there for the Iron Bucks, as Crehan threw it on to Gino Scott at second, but Scott decided to hold on to that and just take the out. So Lane will round out to the shortstop. And that's going to bring up John Sharp, the extra hitter for the Meadville Mustangs, who is 0 for 3 tonight and looks at strike one. So we got 1 strike, 2 outs. Brady Lane on first. As we are in the top of the 9th here. That one skied over to the right side. Giving chase. And out of play. So that ball got out as Sharp has life.
We have to give a shout out here to Nick Rogers, who is in elementary chess, because Nick says we forgot him, but he was flying to Florida and doing all this stuff, and I understand he's back, so maybe lunch tomorrow.
Yeah, maybe. Well, also shout out my man Nick Wallace, who checked in earlier. That ball high out of play. Little Ange goes to grab it, doesn't come up with it. And we're down to 0-2 with 2 outs. Sharp swings that one on to short right center. Second baseman Scott's under it and snags it. So we'll give you another look at that Scott grab right there as Sharp flies out too shallow right to end the inning. So we've played 8.5. Your score, Mustangs 5, Iron Bucks 1. You're watching live on NCTV45.
The right small town for living.
Penn Ohio Bottled Water Company. Home, residential, commercial, water coolers. You can contact us Monday through Friday, 8 to 5 p.m. We're fast, efficient, and we deliver water. We offer 100% customer satisfaction guarantee. Contact us today at 724-498-4760. Today's programming is brought to you by NCTV45 and NC Radio 450, Newcastle's community television station.
At our law firm, we see you. Come see us at lgkg.com.
There's more than meets the eye. Gotta get from Newcastle, I'll try. The right small town for living. Look around.
Well, we're back.
As we got Brent Crehan due up for the Iron Bucks.
And the Iron Bucks need to do a lot of work here.
Absolutely. Down 4 in the bottom of the 9th, their last chance. As we have a pitcher who we have not identified yet.
No.
As he pumps one in there for strike one, number 32. And that's going to miss inside and low for a ball one. Hit on over to the right-hand side. That ball is hit on to the second baseman, Cole Grable. Throws it on to Brady Lane for the first out of the 9th. And the Iron Bucks are down to their last 2 outs.
The ball is really played hard off the turf.
Yeah, there's been some bounces today. That's going to bring up the center fielder, Maddox Clement, who is 1 for 3 with a fly out, ground out, and a single. It's going to miss low for ball one. Alex Colwell on deck to follow Clement, and if his name is called on, Brady Gavrill is in the hole right now. Clement looks at ball 2, excuse me. Count goes to 2-1. Or 2-0, I'm sorry. Looking at the wrong thing up there. That fouled. Now it's 2-1. Comes in for a strike. Evens it up at 2-2. And we'll do the 2-2 again. And that swung on and fouled off again, so we'll do it again.
They had run the bases last week here for Butler Little.
Yep. Of course, when the two Butler teams play, I heard it gets pretty packed here.
Yeah.
I could see that. And that hit on to the shortstop. He can't come up with it, and Maddox Clement was going to probably beat that out anyway. So Kenny Lavrich couldn't come up with that one. We'll give you another look at maybe seeing the hop Lavrich took as Clement, his second infield single of the night.
The infield has been playing havoc.
Yeah, I think that turf has been giving trouble to the Mustangs. So that's going to bring up the third baseman, Alex Colwell, who's 0 for 2 in the evening with a walk and 2 strikeouts, and he swings and misses at the first pitch for a strike. That swung on and hit deep to left. Giving chase and caught.
Had the wall.
What a grab from
385.
Carson Wibble.
At 385, he gave chase and caught that over his shoulder.
Wow, I tell you what, Alex Colwell caught all 385 of that, but what a grab from Carson Wibble. He's made some huge defensive plays, saved a run in the 7th, and staved an out and extra bases for Colwell there. So that's going to bring Brady Gavril up, and he's the last hope here for the Iron Bucks. That hit on to Crehan at short. Crehan throws it over to second, gets the out, and that's going to do it. So
that was a Willie Mays type catch.
G6 to end the 9th. And your final score, Meadville Mustangs 5. Butler Iron Bucks 1. Thank you for tuning in to NCTV45's Game of the Week. I'm Josh Warner. As for my colleagues, my co-host, Mr. Angelo Perrotta, and our technical advisor and food critic, Angelo Perrotta IV. Thank